Aquarius, how's it going? Happy 2020. I hope that you're doing well. In your first house, I have the Chariot, and it looks like starting off for yourself, your identity, it looks like you have a pretty good balance between whether that's work and school or like your daily activities and self care. It looks like you're the man of the hour. Like you're the person that whether like you have an idea like whether you want to go out somewhere, like you're going to be the man with the plan, like for January. I can see like you having a lot of energy and you're just feeling really good for January. In your second house, I have the moon. So as far as like your finances go, make sure that you're keeping track of it and make sure that you're not like spending too much or like just even if you got like a credit card, make sure that you're not like just swiping, so that because like with the moon, it has like a lot of deceptive energy. So like if it's not like someone's that's out trying to like trick you out of your finances, make sure that you know where it's going just in case like you're overspending or like maybe it might feel like your finances are like fluctuating between like oh things are going good or things are going bad or like I just say like really use your intuition like when it comes to your finances. And your third house, your house of communication, I have the Four of Swords reverse. And what I can see with this is that you have a lot of time to yourself, and like if you haven't really been communicating with people, I can see you like taking more so of like a break from it, and like probably you crave a little bit of communication, but it's probably been like a little bit of a little stale, like as far as like the conversations go. Maybe someone's not having like a very engaging conversation and it doesn't feel as stimulating for you, but I can really see you like spending more time like researching and like studying. Maybe like if you're a student, like you're spending more time studying as opposed to like going out and having fun with friends. And your fourth house, I have the sun reverse. So I can see you enjoying the time alone, but like if you have a significant other, I can see you like um, you're probably feeling more energetic when they're around as opposed to by yourself. Like the time alone, it feels good, but like when you're with your significant other, like you feel alive, you feel more energetic, and that's probably what's motivating like your first house in order that gives you that energy. And your fifth house, I have the Page of Cups reverse. And what I'm getting is accept yourself. So like the time that you're spending alone, like you don't need people to have fun. Like you don't need to be around like a whole crowd of people in order to enjoy life. Like you can see like this time that you spend alone, like it can be very healing for you or like it can be very therapeutic in order to like help you grow as a person, maybe to like get a better emotional understanding, or maybe if you had people that you offered in the past to hang out with you, then it probably didn't necessarily go well or didn't go as planned, or maybe it could be like you potentially ignoring the options like around surrounding you, and it could be you're more focused on your work or like because like this is in your finance house. I could see like you probably just more concentrated on your money. Like if you're hanging out with a bunch of friends and you guys are going out all the time, I could see like your finances just like fluctuating because of like the times that you hang out and the times that you're working. So in your sixth house, I have the Eight of Cups reverse. So I can see a situation within your daily life that needs to be healed. Like if you haven't entirely healed from it, maybe like you broke up with someone or maybe you like broke someone's heart or like had some distance away from a friend. I can see you like just needing to overcome that. Maybe it, like something you felt like something put a gap or a wedge between you guys. Like I can see within your day, within your sixth house, your house of like daily activities. Maybe that's been haunting you, and like emotionally, you're just trying to like overcome it. And as far as your seventh house goes, I see you just more so taking a chance and not like juggling like between the options like, should I do this, should I do that? Like, if it's a relationship, or even if it's that friend that you feel like you've lost communication with, I could see you like trying to decide like, should I hit that person up, yes or no. The decision's up to you, like what you feel. Although I think it's more of a yes, because in your eighth house I have the Six of Cups, and I can see like, if you hit this person up, if you contact them, then what's the worst that can happen? Like, if they're your friend, then like, you guys should be able to communicate in a calm manner, or you guys should be able to talk with each other and open up, like be authentic and share with each other, help build each other up. Yeah, the mood should be lighthearted. Keep it playful. Don't try to force things, but keep things playful. As far as your ninth house, I have the Five of Pentacles reversed, and I can see like, if there's been like a misunderstanding or like some sort of loss of communication. I'm looking at the Page of Cups reverse and the Chariot, seeing how it's in your fire house. So maybe you've spent more time working instead of like hanging out, or maybe someone made an offer to you to like kick it with them, and like you haven't you haven't hung out with them in a while, and you guys didn't hang out, and maybe you feel like lost, or maybe you feel like um, you're kind of missing out because like you haven't had time to like hang out with that person, or like really get to know or like spend time with that person. In your 10th house, I have the King of Swords, so this is probably you, Aquarius. So I can see like, as far as your work life goes, like probably emotionally you're not feeling very well, because like there's still that heartbreak. And like, as far as your finances go, probably you don't even necessarily care about finances as much, because like, you know that you're working hard, or probably your job, like you're probably going to get a job that requires like a lot of thinking, a lot of like attention to detail. And I can see like you feeling very proud of yourself because of that. You feel on top of the world because of it, and that's good. But as far as like your finances goes, I can see like you're not necessarily paying too much attention to them. As far as your work goes, I can even see you being very determined and like very hardworking. Like, you're making a change. You feel like you're doing something different, and you feel very accomplished and very complete. Like, you're in your element, Aquarius. Stay where you are. I feel like the job that you're working is for you. I can't stress this enough. Like, this is you. Like, it seems like you're very happy where you are as far as work goes. In your 11th house, your house, I have the Knight of Swords. So, like, I can see jumping to conclusions. So, like, if there's been any kind of misunderstandings or, like, miscommunications, I can see it from, like, wanting to, like, jump to conclusions and, like, make assumptions. And I can see even there being, like, a power struggle or, like, a power balance. So, like, make sure that you're listening to other people's perspective, and that you're not jumping the gun or, like, assuming things about people, because, like, that will probably lead to any kind of miscommunications. So make sure that there's some transparency when it comes to communicating. Otherwise, it might lead to some misunderstandings. But as far as like your communication goes, like with this being in your sector, I can see you just probably rethinking things or taking some time out to rethink things. Even like with your 12th house, I have the Death card. So I can see like in the back of your mind, you probably have like, let's just say if you had a bad habit of something, or like, for example, like whenever sometimes I go up to crowds, or like if sometimes I speak to groups of people, I would get a little nervous or some social anxiety. So I can see like if you had some type of social anxiety, I can see that coming to an end. I can even see you moving forward with other things in your life. So like with whatever the communication is, like with the friend or whoever, maybe a romantic partner as well. Like I can see like if the end's really where like you want it to be. Like if you want this to end, then it can end. But if you want like the communication overall to end, then it can. And it's really about like what you desire from the situation. How do you want to put an end to things so that they can be reborn into a new? Whatever it is that's in the back of your mind, I feel like you feel that ending coming. So as far as like the overall message, I have the Earth Keeper. So the Earth Keeper is selfless. Like with the Earth Keeper, like the Earth Keeper is the person that makes ensures that the people of Earth, humans, animals, trees, whatever, is taken care of. So like overall message for the Earth Keeper is to make sure that your environment is taken care of. Make sure that your friends and family are taken care of. Make sure to contact that person that you feel like there's been misunderstandings between, because like if you do, what's the worst that can really happen? Like you have this Earth Keeper energy surrounding you. So like I see it more so going good as opposed to bad. So like really the fear is only in your mind. And whenever this card is usually drawn, it's like once you contact that person, like I feel like it'll be very healing for you. It'll restore balance. So for your overall message, what I'm seeing like within your fire sector is to you have to let go of things. Whatever disagreements or like misunderstandings, I can see like just needing to let go and not feeling left out. Like put yourself out there. Like you have that energy to change things and to make things right. So go ahead and do that. You have the Chariot as your first house. So that's really good. You have that energy, and like even with this like going around all the way to the death, like I can see it like you moving past obstacles. Like you can easily conquer them with just your willpower alone. Like you have that energy. As far as like your earth sector goes, I can see like once you cut out the negative emotions, or like once you cut out like um whatever you feel is tying you emotionally to the situation, that's or once you're able to analyze it and like remove the bad feelings that you have about it and like use them as wisdom and lessons for you, then you can move into a healthier state of mind. Like you wouldn't have like any kind of like cloudiness like regarding like your daily activities or your work life. I can even see like you probably even just like reconsidering like how you manage your finances as well. As far as your air sector goes, I can see you like um, not necessarily like pushing people away, but more so like taking time out to like get an understanding of like what you really want, like out of like a community or out of a friendship or out of a relationship with another person. And as far as your water sector goes, I can see like once you put an end to things, like whatever's in the back of your mind, like if this is a relationship that isn't working out or a friendship that isn't working out, then, or even just like lack of communication or just a misunderstanding, I can see like once you put an end to that misunderstanding, like things will go much more better for you. Even like with the Earth Keeper here, you have that energy. It's not about you, it's not about self anymore. It's about starting the community and taking care of it as a whole. That way we all can work together. All right, that's all I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you for watching the video. You have a good one.